What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let me know in the comments down below, how is your week going so far, guys? Hopefully we had an amazing start of the week and now we're ready to rumble. In today's video, guys, I want to spotlight a rare hero that is extremely powerful for the Frozen Plains and in some situations for other content as well. Now, I know not a very long time ago, they released a new legendary hero, which is kind of like meant to fill the same role. Now, if you don't have Gilroy, I don't have him either. Rest assured that Accolon is going to get the job done without a problem. That's the rare hero that I want to spotlight in today's video. Before we dive into that, I just want to give a massive shout out to all of you guys that are supporting my channel through the Supporter Creator Program. I really appreciate you. You guys are absolutely freaking killing it. Now, if the rest of you guys want to put your hand on free rewards and you haven't supported my channel just yet, you can do so by clicking the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. You don't have to download anything. It doesn't cost you anything either. Plus, you're going to get to help and support the channel as well, which I really appreciate. Accolon, guys. So, as I was mentioning, rare unit control from the Bull's favor, and it does have a very solid kit. Now, a lot of people might rely on Morgana to put heal reduction on the boss. I used to do the exact same thing. Now, let me tell you one of the main issues. So with Morgana, basically, not only that she has a lower chance for it to basically inflict the recovery disruption, but is on the A3 skill, which will require additional vigor. And in most cases, you just won't be able to have that available as well. So she will miss placing the debuff on the boss, which really sucks. I'm telling you that from experience. I've used her with multiple relics, with the Storm Relic, with the Fire Relic, and I'm always in the same situation. That's why ages ago, I dropped Morgana out of my team, and since I'm using Accolon. Now, let me just quickly walk you through the kit, and then I'm going to show you how efficient this hero is in the Favors dungeon. So he has this passive: when attacking, 100% chance to inflict recovery decrease 3 for 2 turns, and this is on a 2-turn cooldown. Really nice. Then you have when attacking targets inflicted with decreased defense, 100% chance to inflict recovery disruption for 2 turns, and it cannot be resisted. Once again, on a 2-turn cooldown. The main thing right here is that if you're going to use Morgana to apply the defense down, you don't have to stress about it much, right? Plus, of course, it will inflict damage taken increase 1 for 2 turns. All of this are basically really important as debuffs for the boss. If you don't have defense down on that boss and other debuffs like this, you're gonna struggle to kill it. It takes ages to kill that boss if not. With the first passive, immediately before attacking, if allies excluding this hero have debuffs, transfers all debuffs to Accolon. When the transfer is triggered, gains paralysis powder for 1 turn, which will transfer all the debuffs to the target. Now, that boss will actually put decreased accuracy on your team, so we have Accolon helping with that as well. It's like this unit was designed perfectly for that boss. When the transfer is triggered, gain fate for 1 turn, which basically does a little bit of sleep in there. Now, my most favorite relic for this unit is actually the Storm Relic, and that's mainly because on the second skill, if you fully book it, I still need a few more books in here to get it to level 6, you're gonna have a 90% chance to inflict recovery disruption for 2 turns with each hit. So that's absolutely massive. You're just not gonna find a better option, or at least a better budget option. If you haven't built this unit just yet, what are you waiting for, guys? You will have to farm the Frozen Plains day and night, especially when we have events going on. Then I actually want to get in a bit of damage from this hero as well. Right here, a chance to inflict sleep, which won't really be the main thing that we kind of like care about. With the first skill, has a chance to gain effect accuracy increase 1 for 2 turns and deals a bit of damage. Now, of course, this is not a damage dealer. I'm not expecting this unit to go in and absolutely wreck the bosses or anything like that. I have Accolon at Chivalry 9, which does give me quite a few additional stats, which is definitely pretty helpful. In terms of relics, I maxed the relic, fully awakened as well. And as you guys can probably notice, I still need to get 3 more skills. I mean, 3 more levels on the skills done, and then I'll be done with the hero. With the equipment, Vigor set is key, guys, because you want to make sure you have enough Vigor for the damage dealer as well. So even though you can play around with other units to ensure that you have enough Vigor for Accolon, I prefer to make sure I have extra Vigor for the damage dealer as well, right? So we have a Vigor set, and I have a crit rate set, just to soak in a bit of extra damage out of the unit. Now, I haven't awakened Accolon at 6 stars just yet, but basically these are the total stats. We have 20k HP, 2.2k attack, 1.8k defense, 174 speed, 63 crit rate, 37 crit damage, 101 effect accuracy, and we have 32 hit accuracy. Now, if by any chance you are struggling with survivability, instead of using a crit rate earrings, use basically an HP one. Right here we have effect accuracy, we have attack speed on the ring, we have effect accuracy on the belt, and we have hit accuracy on the magic orb. Now, if you're just using the unit to apply debuffs, you don't necessarily need the hit accuracy, so you can tank more survivability from here as well. Let me just quickly move my head, because a lot of you guys like to see this part of the screen right here, for whatever reason, to see the power-up buttons and all that, which doesn't really make much sense, because you ain't seeing anything in there anymore. It's not like in the past. But either way, let me just quickly show you what you can do with this unit. So we're going to go at power-up dungeons, frozen plains, and stage 10. That's exactly what we are farming. And this is the team that I am using. Now, I do have Morgana with a Storm Relic, just to apply that defense down more consistently, to ensure that Accolon's passive is going to be up and running, and of course Bedivere to deal more damage. Let me quickly restore some stamina in here, and then we are ready to rumble. Let me actually get 2 of them. Repeat battle. Of course, the secret for this dungeon is to prioritize attacking the boss rather than the body parts and all that, because if not, you're going to waste time, and Accolon will put heal reduction or a healing disruption on the body parts instead, and you don't want to have that. Now, in terms of presets, if you are curious by that as well, guys, this is basically what we have going on. Nobody is using the A3 skill. Everybody A2, A2, A2. Even Morgana, she's not using it, including Accolon, which is not using it. Look at all of those debuffs, and we transferred the decreased effect accuracy that we had on my team back onto the boss, guys. As I mentioned, Accolon is 1000% made for this boss. It's just making everything so much easier. So, as I mentioned once again, if you haven't built a unit just yet, you are wasting precious time, guys. Very, very powerful for this dungeon. And to be honest, we kind of like really need to build unique teams for most of the dungeons. Not very often when we're able to basically use the exact same team. We might use 2 or 3 of the same heroes in each one of the dungeons, especially if you have Bedivere, you might have a Morgana with a Stone Relic, or you might have a Gillian, but at least one unit needs to be replaced in every single dungeon run. So definitely you're not just wasting materials by investing in Accolon. And slowly and surely we are taking the boss down. There we go, recovery disruption once again. We don't really need it right now because the boss already hibernated, but he's gonna get to that phase again. We do have that decreased accuracy on Accolon, and we just transferred it back onto the boss, which is massive. For example, if you're not going to use Accolon in here, let's just say you're going with Morgana, and you might be going with a different hero to apply the healing disruption. Well, the boss will land that decreased accuracy on your units, and guess what? You're not going to have enough accuracy to basically apply the recovery disruption, and that's going to be a problem. That's why Accolon is absolutely amazing for this boss. Recovery disruption, we have it on for 1 turn, but of course we need to have that going on for 2 turns, just in case if we're not killing the boss. There we go, we got that up and running, plus we got some additional debuffs, which seems like it just disappeared. But the boss is down. So basically, that's how effective Accolon is. Without Accolon in the team, this will not look like this. I can guarantee it to you. But that was all for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below how many of you guys are using Accolon versus the Frozen Plains. As usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.